10 years ago you started NZ Foam. How did this all come about and why?
We were working with a housing company. They charged us with the job to find an alternative solution for the product they were currently putting in. From there is that we went through and found spray foam insulation as a good alternative. And once we interviewed a couple of applicators throughout the country, we felt that we were capable of actually installing it ourselves. And this is where we are now as NZ Foam.
Tell me a bit more about the product.
So if you look at it, so foam actually is like a plasticine. You can mould whatever you need to put on it, spray it, it's warm, dry, and comfortable forever. And whatever it moulds itself into is what it is. And that's what's really great is that there's no gaps, there's no holes. Concrete doesn't sag, neither does foam. And that's what's so unique about the product. And it's that part that people just get. I can do a curve, I can do a square, I can do everything. We're spraying on top of a curved balloon house.
Now, the building code is changing, isn't it, this year, which sees a lot of R values for walls, ceilings and floors going up quite significantly. Now, some Kiwis may be a bit confused about what was wrong with the previous code if we've already built our houses and lived in those old standards for so long already. What do you think about all this?
When I look at it from that point of view is that, we live on an island in the middle of the Pacific. There's no wind and it never gets cold. That's the perception that everyone has with the building code. But that's not true. And New Zealand is conditioned to the standard of houses that we live in. And it's our obligation from NZ Foam is to educate people that there are alternative solutions for products out there.
So you think that Kiwis need to understand that just because it's always been that way doesn't necessarily or actually mean it's good for our climate here in New Zealand and our homes?
It's about that education. It's about saying to people, hey, look, there's an awareness here. We've got to work through what we think is right isn't always right. But hey, look, this product has been around for such a long time. So from that aspect, it's about education, which is nearly 100% of what we actually do. We're doing a bridge. We're doing an airplane. There's all these different dynamics. The bridge is to stop the thermal transfer so that you actually don't get the lines. The plane has got to be done because they want accommodation. We've got it underfloor. There's just so much that foam can do.
What are some of the misconceptions that Kiwis may have about spray foam insulation?
It's something new. That's the misconception, is that they believe it's something new. And the thing is that it's actually not something new. It's something old. It's something orange, and that's the only new part about it. At the end of the day, if you really niddle down to it, is that spray foam insulation has been going since 1972. It is one of the oldest insulations in this country. It's been predominantly used for industrial, commercial use, but when we got hold of it nearly 11 years ago, it was brought into the residential market, which is where it should have been.